Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at some technique musts this week at DTL, and today specifically we're going to look at 3 musts on the volleys, both forehand and backhand. The first in my book absolutely is that we're volleying in Continental Grip, all right? And Continental, if you want to do a quick check for your volleys, I always feel like the easiest thing is sit your racket up on edge, pretend you got a little nail in your finger, and you're going to hammer that nail. All right, and that's for forehand and backhand. I see so many players get used to Continental on one side, usually the forehand side, then they feel the need to make a grip change and the backhand volley's deficient. We really want that Continental grip on both sides. If it's slightly uncomfortable on the backhand, notice how I've got space between my top knuckle and my second knuckle. That gives me the feeling that I can really support that Continental grip on both sides. I completely understand if you're in Continental on the backhand and there's no space between your knuckles, obviously a mistake. That volley does not feel that comfortable. You're going to look to circle it around and kind of get the strings squaring up more at the ball. So Continental on both sides, create some space, absolute must. All the top players in the world volley with both wings out of Continental. That leads me into my second must with volleys is having an open racket angle. You know, you take a look, if I'm in Continental and I set that racket to the forehand side, the strings are slightly open. I also like to just pull it back slightly because I want to get my strings lined up forward. But those open strings on forehand and backhand, super important because the result we're looking to get, number one, is easy net clearance. When we're here at the net, it's really common, okay, I got to get the ball over the net. And so players that don't maintain an open racket angle tend to fight the ball to get it down and dump a lot of volleys in the net. So the open racket angle on volleys as I come into the ball gives me this really easy net clearance. And I understand there's some players out there that say, well, you know, if my racket angle's open, isn't the ball going to pop up? No. The reason for that, point number 3, is that I'm going to try to have a slightly descending blow into my volley. That third must is that we start the racket slightly above contact and gradually move the racket down into the ball. All right, that's going to create a path where the ball's starting to kind of dive with some backspin. Think about it. If I'm at net, do I want the ball to enter into the other side of the court and skid and stay low for my opponent? Absolutely. So what I want to see out of these volleys, let's say contact's right about here. Mark, go ahead and feed one in. I want to be a little bit above the ball, slightly descending in. I get that nice underspin rotation, all the net clearance that I want because I'm maintaining that open racket angle, and that's a really good looking volley. Look, if we don't do that, if I start to set the racket at the same height as the ball, here it comes, without doing a lot, that looks pretty solid. I missed that volley by 10, 12 feet. So with that being said, we don't want to see you guys starting to chop down into the tennis ball. You know, the backhand might have a little more of an exaggeration because the racket is in front of my body in the set position, where the forehand volley, that dominant arm's sitting back. But I can have actually a little bit of an exaggerated high to low on that backhand volley because that arm and that racket are always leading in front of my body. But be very careful. We don't want to take that and start saying, okay, I'm going to chop down. Brady said go high to low on the volley. It's a very gradual move to get control with the underspin without losing that ability to get really easy net clearance, okay? So the 3 musts, that Continental grip, which leads into that nice open racket angle off both sides, and starting to have a slightly descending blow into the ball. Those 3 ideas, I think, have you going out, executing really clean, good volleys a majority of the time. And that's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video. And if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. As well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses that Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well, and we'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.